So we have to get into Lex next. You already knew. You knew exactly. You came here. We've got the scoop on Lex. Lex has kind of became the Tom Myers, Ben Shapiro, where we've talked about him so much. I've almost thought about implementing a rule where we should, move away from that crutch. But he just keeps doing outrageous stuff to himself, so he deserves to be dunked on. Lex Fridman is to podcasting what Big Bang Theory is to American TV. A few minutes ago, December 31st, he tweets, "I'm reading a book a week in 2023. Classic sci-fi, nonfiction, or anything people highly recommend. I'll keep adjusting the list. Start on Monday, done by Sunday." We know what a week is.
Does he have a lot of books on there?
He does. Does
he happen to have George Orwell? Because there's no reading list that's complete without, you have to be 40 years old reading George Orwell. Is that on there?
You take this guy as an idiot? That's his first book. He knows that. He knows that. That's why it's his first book on his list. Then he has The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I don't know anything about that, but that title just sounds so gay. Like, that's a book that if someone had it in high school, they would stack it purposely on top of their binder so people would look at it and go, "Oh, wow, what's that book you have? That's so interesting. You want to go have sex with the hottest girl in school?
Yeah,
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy."
That book was for the no friends, as we called them.
Yeah, exactly.
In my high school.
Then he has Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, which is like 20 pages, and The Art of War.
And also again, these are all books you read when you're fucking 13, figuring out life. You know what I mean? Like, they should inform your opinion. But to be 40 and think you're going to extract something out of Art of War.
I know.
Like, oh yeah, this guy's really about to be... Lex, I swear to God, if you're listening to this fucking podcast, just come on already. Okay, we will make you... Not even alpha. We'll make you one better. Sigma. We're the ultimate Sigma males.
True.
Come on.
Couple other books he has. Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad, which I actually bought last week. And so that one's not even a bad entry. Then he has Where the Red Fern Grows.
What? Wait, that's what about the dogs, right?
Yes.
He has 2 dogs. Yes. They go coon hunting.
Yes. One of them dies because it gets attacked by like a wolf or something. And then the other one is like so sad and depressed it just dies. Which, I mean, if you're a kid, I mean, that would suck.
Why would you spoil it for Lex, dude? Now he's definitely not coming on.
I know he's not going to read it. I read that book when I was 10. I did too. I read it in
I was 9 or 10. I don't remember.
Like 4th or 5th grade. I remember. And I remember watching the movie too. And I was like, man, that sucks. Like, you have 2 dogs.
The love of animals is so profound and deep.
The dogs, and like one dog really loved the one that was dead. And then he died. And then it's Tom Segura cuts to him. And he's like, yeah, dude, I don't really know. I didn't have a Tom Segura impression lined up ready.
Yeah. So
next one is Fahrenheit 451, Beyond Good and Evil. Oh my gosh, I'm not even kidding. The last one is The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank.
Damn.
So profound when she's masturbating. Or what does she do? She gets her period or something?
Yeah, something about early stage of femininity.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
I thought that book was fucking boring. I don't know when you read that book.
We read it in 6th grade.
Which it's like, because all the action happens after the book.
Right, so. Exactly. So it's like, it's really just an ad for the movie. You know?
Yes.
So
The Way of Water.
You kind of hit it very well when you were saying these are books for kids. And also the problem is like not even reading these books as an adult, but it's like these are the types of books that like losers will read, and they literally think they can like read themselves out of being a loser, but they'll buy these books, they display them on their bookshelf, they'll like post online about how they're reading them. It's like just like surface level crap. I don't know. It's just so cringy when anyone mentions or like flexes that they're reading those books. It makes them look so stupid. So the list, as I wrote here, I need to be a little smoother. So that list that he posted, it does one of 2 things. It either proves that Lex is a mid IQ idiot based on what he's chosen, or if he used some deep learning AI robot that he created and he was able to deduce that his followers and listeners would love all of those books, so he's catering to his listeners are also stupid. So, I mean, it's a lose-lose for him.
Everybody's dumb in this.
Exactly.
Except us.
Except for us. We're the smartest ones. So later that night he goes, "Happy New Year, everyone. I have a feeling that 2023 is going to be epic, especially on Twitter."
He used the epic word? Oh, man.
And he has the emoji that's like It's like the
I hate that.
The
That is
Chinese
such a him fucking
sideways.
emoji.
Yeah, the tears coming out of the eye smile. It's an honor to be on.
That's someone who doesn't know how to show normal emotion, I think.
Yeah, they're for him. They're for his autism, which
I've never seen him make that face. Let me just put it that way. I've watched every single Lex Fridman video on YouTube, all of his appearances, everything. I haven't missed a sec of Lex, but 2022 Lex, 2023 more sex, as I say.
That's his goal. He hopes when he reads, he'll be able to have it. And he says, it's an honor to be on this wild ride together with all of you.
Oh.
And then literally the next day he goes, a bunch of folks mocked me for including basic books in my reading list. I picked many books that I love and I've reread multiple times. So I've read all of these a bunch of times. That's why they're on my reading list.
It's like, wait, so your New Year's goal is you're going to read stuff you've already read.
Yeah.
That you've already extracted the message from, because then again, you're stuck in a double bind there where it's like you either didn't get it the first time and you're retarded, or you're rereading it, you're still stupid because you don't know how to like read anything else. But before you forget, it's just funny to me that like Lex has flipped like the parasocial relationship where we're all like, oh, we're friends with Cumtown. We're friends with, right? We're friends with Stavi, baby. You know, we do that because we're nobodies. Lex is a famous person who is like obsessed with people he doesn't know.
Yeah.
So he has the parasocial relationship. Damn. I'm just using the word parasocial because this will be the 2023 word of the year.
Oh,
I'm just predicting.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm calling my shot. There should be fucking money on this. I should be able to bet on word of the year. It's going to be parasocial.
Parasocial. It's going to be Lex Fridman is a So then someone quotes this tweet that he says about people mocking him. Or no, it was his original list. This guy, do you know who Nicholas Taleb is?
Yeah, sure.
He's a famous guy. He's like actually smart. He's like, when I was looking at his Wikipedia, he was put on some lists of like most influential people. That's from Forbes. He was included on a similar list from Bloomberg, and he like wrote some like blog posts for the World Economic Forum. So he's like an evil elite status, like intelligent guy. So he quotes Lex's list and he says, this is why I've denied going on Lex's podcast over 10 times in the past 3 years. And then Jordan Peterson responds. He comes in, he thinks, you know, his Twitter antics are good enough. He can save the day. He can bail Lex out of this. Jordan says, I have rarely read a response to good faith requests on his thoughtlessness. At Lex Fridman is an excellent and careful interviewer. And what exactly is it about this reading list that earned your derision? He spelled that THST. That's why I said it like that. So then this guy responds to Jordan Peterson and he just says, Peterson, you idiot, stay out of this. And then he ratioed him and Jordan Peterson didn't respond.
Pussy.
So,
dude, only Jordan Peterson could fucking save Lex in that position because Jordan Peterson watches baby movies for fucking living. Dude, imagine going into that fucking classroom that he doesn't teach anymore, right?
No, there's no way.
And just going in there and having to listen to some fucking schizophrenic 60-year-old guy, or I don't know if he's in his 50s, but just talk about Pinocchio ad nauseum like it's this fucking deep thing. When you really, that's what's so annoying is like all of his messages you could extract with bullet points. You know what I mean? Like I would never buy 12 Rules for Life. Am I going to argue that there's something useful in there or like that there's nothing useful in there? No, but I can read the bullet points and probably get, don't fuck kids wearing or on a skateboard. Don't fuck kids on a skateboard.
Don't fuck kids on a skateboard.
Do it in their bed.
Well, I did fall for the Jordan Peterson meme back in 2017, and I bought his book when it came out because I was like, this is gonna be good for me. And a lot of the chapters have like nothing to do with the actual chapter title. So I don't remember what some of them were like. I don't know, like don't be mean to people unless they were mean to you. And then the whole chapter is about like the first job he ever had. And it's like nowhere in the story does it have like, and then there was this guy, Corn Pop, who was very mean to me and I was mean to him.
Yeah.
So, oh gosh. And I included this too. This is, I know we're getting deep into this, but
we are.
I learned of a new like form of people. And it's people who will watch Lex Fridman and watch Jordan Peterson, and then they will take to their own Twitter account and try to like include themselves, pretend as if they're friends with them, as we do, as you were earlier describing.
Yeah.
So this rando, he has like, I don't know how many followers he has, not enough for it to matter. He responds to the guy calling Jordan Peterson an idiot, and he goes, 3 great thinkers. There should be a better way to clear this up. Twitter Spaces. And then the first reply to that is from someone else that says, do you have a brain injury? But I can just imagine some guy just like, now hang on, this is why we have democracy. So what if we vote on it? And it's like, dude, get out of here, you dumb idiot. So then, yes, Lex claims that he's being canceled because of his reading list. And I mean, people continue to like dog on him. You have anything else on Lex? You have anything on reading?
No, I just think people need to learn how to like actually explore their interests better. Like if you actually want to read more, like find a fucking genre, find an author. Just don't fucking go, what are the 50 most popular books in like the Western? And I mean, it's not even that. Mm-hmm. It's just books for babies. Get away from them. Mm-hmm. Find something else. Don't fucking let anybody. This is me. I'm now your motivational speaker, not these fucking scumbag Jordan Peterson, incel Lex Fridman. I'm an incel by choice, so I'm just a cell. And we're all made up of cells. No, yeah. All right, I'm going to stop before I get on a tangent. No, just find books you fucking like. Don't read books because they're on a list.
I feel like a good indicator that you found a book that you like is if you take it to a public place like your campus or like to work and you're like, oh, I actually can't read this in public because someone's going to ask me what it is. And then if I have to like try to explain what this is, it's just going to make me look insane. So I'm just not going to.
Well, and I'm going to push back even further on Lex because I think this book list, not only is it gay, you shouldn't read those books. All of these books have bad things in them, and they're gay. Mm-hmm. And more importantly, I don't know. I have nowhere else to go with this. Oh, we can move on. Just don't. That is like to me the ultimate sign, though. This is my final cap on this. Mm-hmm. The ultimate sign of a low IQ is just being able to search out the most obvious shit. Mm-hmm. Like, what about those books? It's just they're fucking on a list. Fuck you, Lex.
Yeah.
Come on the show, though.